Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Dorkchester International Airport. I certainly hope you're having a fantastic day because I am excited. I'm excited to be back because there's a bunch going on. There's been some changes since the last episode. I have gone ahead and I've opened 2 more medium aircraft stands. We have this one, and they are both fully functional. I've also gone ahead and opened a new shop that specializes in, I want to say that's bacon. I'm pretty sure it's probably not bacon, but I'm going to say bacon. I'm going to say it is replica airport vehicles. Okay, it's definitely not bacon. I don't know what that is. Fruit, as well as wine and chocolates, and honestly, it's just a weird shop. It's just weird is what it is, but it's kind of popular, so that's good. We've got that going for us. I have also gone ahead and bought a bunch more vehicles for the airport to make sure everything continues to run the way we would like it to run. We want things to be nice and efficient around here, so we've got a bunch more vehicles that will hopefully allow that to happen. But I am noticing that, excuse me, I'm just putting my glasses on here. I am noticing that this area here, the old baggage belt, is getting a little bit crazy. It's not the worst thing in the world because, you know, people are getting their baggage, but it is very busy. So what I'm thinking we might do is, if possible at least, go underground and get ourselves one of the old, it's in here somewhere, a good old tilt tray. Because if we get a tilt tray, what we can do is use it to send baggage in any direction that we want, really. So we could go ahead and build another baggage reclaim area, which is what I think we're going to do. So let's head in here. Let me move this fence a little bit. Let me go ahead and do a fence there and clear out this bit of fence. Now, obviously, as I have mentioned, a lot of this airport is going to get rebuilt and we are going to tear it all apart and we are going to do it again. I do have some ideas for that. I want to do sort of a horseshoe shape at some point up here. And we're essentially going to build the entire airport terminal up here. And yeah, I know that, you know, people come into the airport from this direction, but what we'll do is just have some tunnels for inbound traffic to go underneath the entire airport and then back up to the surface over here. And then they'll come in from the top and then we'll have all of our planes down here. And the reason I want to do the horseshoe shape, the upside down horseshoe shape, is because we can do similar to what we've done here. We can have some planes on the outside, but we can also put planes on the inside. Interesting. Service vehicles employees can't find staff rooms. What do you mean you can't find a staff room? Oh, are you stuck in there? You are very stuck in there, aren't you? Okay. I'm not really sure what way to deal with that. I'm not going to lie. Maybe we just go ahead and take out some fence there, so that you can get free, because that's about the only thing I can think of. So we'll take out that little bit of fence and let that guy go free. What I do also want to do, though, is throw in some terminal foundation here, is what we're going to do. So let's get that built. Let's take out that bit of fence because we aren't going to need it as well. And essentially, we're just going to turn this into another baggage reclaim area, is what we're going to do. I'm thinking we could maybe do a couple of baggage reclaim spaces here. That might not be the worst thing in the world, because looking at it, I mean, domestic baggage claim area, we could do one about, I don't know, 15 by 15, and then another 15 by 15 one at the bottom. So one there, and then one about there, and that gives us a little bit of space in the middle for some benches or something like that. So that might be what we do. We'll throw a door there, and maybe we put a door there, actually, and then a crossing of some sort over to the parking lot. I don't know if that'll be useful, though, so maybe we don't do that. We'll just put some wall back in there, because I think that's what it's going to need. Although we could, if we really wanted to, do some windows here, which I guess wouldn't hurt. Might look a bit weird having some big airport-style windows in the baggage reclaim area, but let's do it, I guess. We'll do a little something like this and a little something like this and see how it turns out. I think it'll be kind of interesting. We could do a window there as well, and then we could do some windows at the top side as well, which again I think will just look a little bit interesting. So that way we have a bit of a weird baggage reclaim area. But what we can do is go into the conveyor belts. We can go and say, you know, let's put in some conveyor belts that go like this. So sort of around here in a nice square. And then we can have this one sort of go in the opposite direction just because, you know, it can, essentially. There's no other reason that it goes in the opposite direction, but it just does. And then all we're going to need is the conveyor belt that comes up. So what we're going to want to do is escalator up from there. There's a road underneath there. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so can it go over here? No, there's a road underneath there. Right. Oh, that complicates things. We can do here, though. So what we'll do is we'll put the escalator here, right? And I guess that's okay. I'm not really sure what that's going to do for... I'm not sure if that's going to do good for us, but we'll find out. So that comes up like, let's see. Oh boy, this might be slightly tricky. So it goes like that. Does that then come up? It does. Okay. So this end of things, does that mean we can, I don't know, do that with it? Does that work? Okay, so that gives us the escalators up. What is that going to do for roads though? How do I get the, how do I get that to work then? Because I can't go over the road. So I have to go down. I think I have to go down again. All right. Well, that's going to be kind of interesting. Let's figure that out, I guess. Let's go to here. So that goes up to that's probably fine. And then here we can do this sort of thing. And then they can connect together. So that should work, right? I guess. So you go like that. And then you go like that. And we go underground and have to somehow connect this all together. This is going to be a complete mess, but whatever. Let's see. So the tilt tray actually needs to be right there. Essentially, is what I'm thinking. So the tilt tray is... I mean, it can go in a couple of directions there, but it can go straight on, which is what we're going to have it do. And then it needs to go underground, is my thinking. So tilt tray leading to high-speed conveyor belts, leading to high-speed escalator down, which leads to this, which leads to high-speed conveyor belt going this way, and all the way over here, up to about this spot, and then there, and there, and then another tilt tray, and that should hopefully work. So hopefully we can build all that quite quickly. And then hopefully we can get all of this working, because baggage is about to start backing up because of this this nonsense here. So hopefully that can all, again, get built kind of quickly. Let's go ahead and deploy all of the contractors, because we are going to be doing some various bits of construction here and there, so we might as well deploy all of the contractors. Do I have to... I do have to connect this to a baggage bay, so connect it to there, and connect it to there. And then we should be able to open these. Yeah, we absolutely can, so that's fine. So, is baggage moving? It's still really not moving. Okay. Well, if the contractors would hurry up a little bit, that would be kind of fantastic. I'm not going to lie. It looks like they're getting to work, though. So let's go ahead and put in some of this nice light wood that we've been using for all of that space right there. And we can hope for the best on all of that. Still not... Oh, there we go. So the tilt tray is working. We should see a bunch of luggage start heading out. That whole space under there is being built as well. And it looks like it's actually going to be up and running as well, which is fantastic news. There we go. So we have luggage coming out here. We should have luggage coming out here, which will be great. I do want to make this bit a staff zone, though, so people aren't actually going to walk on the belt, because that kind of looks a little bit silly. But that should work out for us, which will be fantastic. So let's go ahead and do... let's see here. Let's do this, and let's do 2 of the smaller chairs as well, and then we'll do this kind of thing too, just along the side there, so people actually have somewhere to sit down while they're waiting on their baggage. And I think that'll be kind of fantastic. I think that'll help this area just be a little bit better than this space over here is what it'll do. Obviously it'll still be quite busy, but I'm thinking it'll be a better setup than what we've had, right? It's another baggage area. It does put a lot of people in this corner of things, but it's just, I don't know, maybe it'll be less cluttered. I honestly don't know. Either way, I am pretty sure that at the minute we actually have a loan that we need to repay. So let me go and have a look at that. We do 433,000 is, it says take loan. I want to repay it is what I want to do. There we go. So that's good, because what I'm thinking is I genuinely might take $1.9 million and start building the new terminal. Because we could do that. We are making enough money that I think we could probably get away with starting to build the new terminal. So let's take $1.9 million. It has an interest rate of 6%, so that's not terrible. And let's do some measuring. So if that is 100 and what is that? 174, so 87. If 8 and 8 is 16, then 80 and 80 is 160. 85 and 85 would therefore be 170. Therefore, 87 and 87 would be 174. So if we go for, I think I'm right in that. So 87 is right there. If therefore we go to 88 and build across, that should also be 87. It is. So our midpoint is right there, which is fine. Let's build down a little bit. So to about there. And then what I want to do is 2 by, let's see, 13, 14, 15. So 2 by 15. We'll take these bits out, and that's going to be the core of the terminal. So do a little wall across there. And then on this side, I want to go, let's see, so that's 15. I want to go 15 by 35. And I want to go 15 by 35, right? And that gives us a lot of space in each side, but gives us a lot of space in here for check-in and security. And that gives us a bit of space down here where we could put some, we could probably put some aircraft stands. My question is though, do I want to do 15 by 15 or do I just, let's just do 15 by 50 or 15 by 60. That's 900,000 though. But 15 by 60 would give us a lot of space for a lot of aircraft stands. So I think that's what we're going to do. But I think we're going to need a lot of money to do that. And looking at it, we might be able to get another one of these stretches. You know what? Let's try and do like an M. So we'll have a column come down here. So let's go, what is that? So that's 5, so 10. Let's go 10 by 40. Right, so 10 by 40 is going to be $400,000. And then we're going to have aircraft on each side of this. Then we're going to have, I guess, 10, or, well, I guess in this case, what? 10 by 55 would be the correct number. We might be able to get aircraft on all sides of that, but we'll do this. This is what we'll start with. And I think before we build that, let's start figuring out where everything's going to be. So check-in, I'm thinking we want it to be, let's actually do a little bit more terminal work here. So that's 10, right? So that is, so let's do this, right? So that'll be a little bit that sticks forward. Let's do a little bit here, and let's do a little bit here, just sort of for decoration more than anything else. But we'll do this anyway because it's going to help me measure things. And I'm thinking that that is essentially going to be about the size of our check-in area. So we'll go back to about there. We'll come straight over, and that I think will be a decent size for a check-in area because we want people to kind of go straight through anyway. And then for security, I'm thinking we could do 2 security spaces would be my idea. So that maybe we end up with a terminal here that's going to be divided. No, you need to go through there as well. Okay. I think we'll have just one big security area then. But maybe it has... No, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe security is going to be done... Maybe security gets done on the sides. I think that would make more sense. Do security on the sides here. So, let's measure out... I don't know, 360. Let's go 400 there. And let's go 400 there. And then we'll go like this, and that'll be 2 security zones. They're not necessarily going to split the airport. I don't think we're actually going to have this wall. I don't think we're going to have these walls either. But what we can do is have 2 separate security zones so that essentially we do a door here and we do a door here. We could then do 1, 2, 3. Let's do a, you know what? Let's do a corridor here. So we'll do that usual thing where, you know, people filter through into the corridors and then sort of go about their business from there. So that'll be a whole check-in area, then the corridors into security, and then security will let you out on that side and on that side as well. And then you can sort of filter either down here, or you can filter down here or into this middle space. It doesn't really matter where you filter to, but that's going to be the layout is what I'm thinking. So what we could do is go in here and set up some nice doors, which I think we'll absolutely do. So these medium doors aren't going to be very good. Let's do these large ones. So there and there and there as well. I do like the idea of doing this with the walls just to get some pillars in there. And I think we will maybe do some windows as well, because this is actually going to be the front of the airport at this point. So it kind of makes sense that we'd have some windows maybe here. I don't think that's going to fit. So let's have a look at medium windows for this end of things. We could do, we can maybe do 2 small windows if possible. We totally can. Although would that just be the same size as medium? No. So the 2 small windows would be better for there and there. Yeah, gives us a pillar in the middle, but that's fine. So there and there, and that'll be totally fine. So that'll be the front of the airport. This will be our whole check-in area. This will be security and security, and then baggage handling, all that stuff can be dealt with elsewhere. But that will at least be something that my workers can go ahead and start working on. And to be totally honest, I could start putting some aircraft stands in there if I really wanted to. Because my thinking would be that anything on the inside here is going to be medium aircraft. Although I'd almost be tempted to say that this very center part, no, this center part is going to be medium. I was going to say maybe small aircraft, but no. We'll do medium aircraft in here. So let's try and get like a layout going, right? So we'll do that sort of thing. And then this one would be over here. And that's not going to give a tremendous amount of room for taxiways, but I think it'll give enough, to be honest. So that's kind of where those are going to go. And that does give me a good picture of where I want the other sort of pillars to be. So that should work out. I think that'll work out really nicely. These are quite expensive, but that'll work out. Having a look at terminal stuff, I mean, this was what, 10 across? So let's just go down to here, right? So 10 by 27, $270,000. And then over here, exact same thing, 10 by, we don't have the money for it, of course we don't. But 10 by 27 on that side as well. Let me just make sure that the walls are done correctly here. We don't want that going in there. But that should work out. That'll at least give us a picture of where those stands are going to be. And then the large aircraft stands can stay on the outside. I don't think we're going to have large aircraft kind of going into the middle of everything here. I think that would be a little bit silly. Although I would be curious, we could, if we really wanted to, do a medium aircraft stand right at the end of each of these pillars. By the way, these ones are going to come down to the same length as that one. So I think this will work out. And looking at the size of the large aircraft stands, I mean, they wouldn't really work in here, but we could probably do one, probably 4 or 5, probably 4 on the outside here. So we can do like 8 large aircraft at any one time, which I think will be kind of decent. So let's go in here and get this, what is it, 10 by 27, $270,000. There we go. So we'll get that in there. We'll get that little corner in, take that out. And this will take a super long time to build, but that's totally fine by me. In terms of aircraft services, I mean, we're going to have a lot of space down here. So a lot of the aircraft services will probably end up in this space. And if we make enough money off this lower airport, then to be totally honest, we can expand these like large pillar sections and all that, which we may very well want to do because we might want to do some remote stand services for smaller aircraft because they have been propping up Dorkchester International for a while. So might not be the worst thing in the world to prop things up with some remote stand small aircraft, but we'll see. Why are you delayed? You are waiting on refueling. Are we running low on fuel? We are not. Let me request some fuel though. Vehicles are definitely having some trouble there as well, but we'll request some fuel and see if we can get this thing refilled. I don't seem to be able to change when we get refueled, which is a little bit frustrating, but there we go. We're refueling it now, which is all right by me. I'm just wondering if we maybe need more fuel trucks or anything like that. I'm really not sure, but we'll see. I just want to make sure that this is actually going to refill all of my tanks. It looks like it absolutely is, which is fair enough. Do we have larger? No, we only have medium fuel depots. But I guess we'll see what happens. Why are you delayed? So you're waiting on refueling as well? Yeah, refueling seems to be holding us back a little bit. That's interesting. We might want to do something about that, but hopefully getting this thing refilled will help us a little bit. Unless, can I move this? There we go. So let's resupply at 40%. Because I'm pretty sure these trucks here, I mean, they can carry a lot. They can carry as much as one of these tanks. So yeah, we'll resupply a little quicker than we have been doing. Also, good lord, there's a lot of people in there. That is a lot of people. Why are you delayed? Let me have a look here. Everything. Wait, what? You were supposed to take off 20 minutes ago. You've not had refueling. You've not had baggage, catering, what? So hold on, baggage is just getting here? Are we having trouble with our vehicles? What is going on here? I have a feeling that we're having trouble with some of our vehicles, right? Okay. Right. Let's do two things. Let's do some service vehicle parking is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go there, and we're gonna go there. And we're going to do some service roads that come out this way, like so. We're going to make them into one-way roads is what we're going to do. So that's going to go up to here. That's going to go to there. So that's going to loop around like that. We're going to do some concrete under here is what we're also going to do. And that'll hopefully give us some space to park the service vehicles that might not be getting to park already. But that is weird. That is really weird that we are apparently having these problems. I'm a little bit weirded out by the fact that we're having such long delays and it's not just one thing failing us right now. So you're delayed for no reason right now. You're delayed for no reason. You're leaving. Okay. Maybe things will pick up a little bit here. I'd be surprised if my builders get these new parking lots done anytime soon, though, because all of this needs built, and they're actually building the stands already, which is great. If it wasn't obvious, that's a very sarcastic, that's great. Also, thinking about it, it will go central. I was going to say, this taxiway might not go central, but it absolutely will, so that'll be totally fine by me. These central areas are going to be very busy, I would imagine, but we'll figure it out. Why are you delayed? What is going on? What are you waiting on? Catering. Okay, so we might need more catering trucks is what that tells me. It's definitely possible. So what is this? Average meal prep time. Let's bring the cost of running this thing up considerably. Because I would imagine that's going to help a little bit. We don't need to request extra food or anything, but I think we'll manage. Let's also get our hands on, I guess, more catering vehicles. So service vehicles, just all vehicles, I guess. Wait, trailers. Hold on a minute. Okay, so no, that's not what we're looking for at all. Right, that's fine. We really should get the de-icing trucks as well, but let's get 2 more catering trucks and see if that helps a little bit. Let's get more cabin cleaning going as well and see if that helps a little bit. Hopefully things pick up. I'd really like to see less delays. I mean, we can see here, this is like a new menu thing that I discovered recently. We have got some problems, right? So this is our current flight monitor. So this medium aircraft, it's ZM924. It is currently, what is this? So that is departing passengers. So 68 people have boarded. Boarding has closed, I want to say. So 68 passengers are here. 0 of 68 have checked in. Wait, what? Deboarded 068 have boarded, yet boarding has closed. This flight, does it have people on board? I think it does. I think it's okay. We're not gonna worry too much about that. We're going to assume that it has in fact boarded, because if it hasn't, that is a major problem. That there might just be people in the airport who have not yet got on their flight. Let's also get more passenger service agents while we're here. So applicants, let's hire you, and you. We'll get a few more ramp agents in here as well, just to hopefully speed things up a little bit. Security officers, we'll bring you guys in too. I think security is going fine, to be totally honest. I mean, security is, I think we do have a larger, yeah, we do. We've got like medium security, but that's going to be for, I guess, the other terminal. This little security thing here seems to be working for the most part. I think we have enough security checkpoints and enough security officers to make it work. I am noticing the airport is filthy though, so let's get some janitors in here. We'll bring you guys in to hopefully clean things up a little bit better than the current lot are doing. And what's wrong with this? Wait, really? The bus stops are full? Oh my god, they are. Okay. That's interesting. Right. Well then, let's do some more bus stops, I guess, because that's apparently a thing that we actually really need. So bus stop, let's grab you and let's do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And we'll do a bunch on this side as well, is what we'll do. Then public road, asphalt with one way, and we'll get that built. And that'll let us bring more buses in. I imagine it'll be quite a busy road, but we'll let the buses come in nonetheless and do their thing. Although again, I imagine it's going to be a minute because these guys have to build an entire terminal at the minute, which is really going to take a while. Actually, do we have, by any chance, some offered contracts for contractors? You'll offer me 176 contractors. So blue build construction. How many do we have right now? 127. Dismiss all of them. Let's go to accepted contracts. Let's cancel this contract with Brickley. Let's go to blue build and bring them in. And let's go and deploy all of the contractors is what we'll do. And then in terms of other contracts as well, offered contracts, there are none. We also need to get some, we really need to do de-icing as well, but I think we'll have a lot more room to do that once we get the airport kind of, you know, rebuilt a little bit. I can't think of any situation where I really can't think of like any situation where an airport would like completely rebuild itself. Off the top of my head, I usually know of like one story. When I'm playing games, I usually have like a story in mind of like, oh, there was the time this airport did this thing. I've got nothing. I've genuinely got nothing. I can't think of a single, like, I know, actually, no, I do. Belfast City Airport, like many years ago, I think rebuilt. I might be wrong on that, but I could swear that it actually did not necessarily, maybe not, had like a massive renovation or something. I could swear that was a thing. I'm pretty sure it was. So Belfast City Airport might have done that quite a while ago. Also, how many people are queuing here? 15, 23, 22. I realize no one can cross the road here right now, so we're going to want to fix that. Let's get a small crossing there and there, and we'll go for there as well. That way people can actually cross over, get to the other buses, and hopefully that means that these other bus stops are not going to have queues of 250 people. Hopefully. That's a very big hopefully, but it's a hopefully nonetheless. Also, good lord, there's just so many more people coming in already. Yeah, we really need to improve our roads infrastructure in this area up here once it gets built. Although I guess that's something that we should be able to manage relatively easily, I want to say. I would imagine that we'd be able to do this relatively easily. In terms of, yeah, I guess we just do a one-way system from right to left. So they go underground, they filter off to the right, so buses come in one way, taxis another, cars another way. etc., etc. Have the subway connections and all that good stuff. So I think we'll manage. I do absolutely think we'll manage. And I think it'll be pretty good. So let's see here. Let me go to another medium stand. We'll just get a couple more of these in because we have the money to do it. So we really might as well. You know, we're going to be spending this money on stands eventually anyway. So I figure, you know, why not throw 4 more of them in there? And it looks like each section here will have 8 stands. So, you know, we'll have 16 medium aircraft stands in total with a 17th there, maybe 18, 19, since we'll be doing them at the end of each of these like pillars as well. So I think that'll be kind of cool. You know, I think we'll end up with something that's kind of interesting at the very least. It's I don't know, it's hard to say, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'm in a weird place with this at the minute because it's kind of a waiting game, isn't it? And I think that's kind of what I might do. I might, between this episode and the next one, just leave the game running a little bit. I'll keep an eye on it. I'm not going to let it just go nuts. But we'll let it run and we'll just sort of let the money roll in. We'll do the building that we need to do. Because like I said, we're just going to do these pillars. We're going to do some large stands on the outside, taxiways, all that stuff. It's not going to be anything major. We'll just get it working and then, you know, we'll do the detailing and the intricacies in an episode. I'm not going to skip over a bunch of stuff, but I think just letting the money roll in and getting the very basic structure in here between episodes might be a pretty good idea. So that might be what we do. Why are you delayed? I have no idea. What is delaying my flights? Let's have a look here. So this is our current flight monitor. So your turnaround time, your departure time was late. You arrived on time. Oh boy. All right. Well, this is not exactly ideal. Passengers at the airport, checked in passengers, passengers in security, deboarded passengers, etc., etc. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. We don't have anything else to scroll through there. I do want to look at my flight planner though. So we're at the end of Friday. Saturday is 87 flights. Sunday is 91. Monday is 95. Okay, so 95 flights on Monday. That is, that's a lot. I don't know what the highest number of flights is we've dealt with in a single day, but 95 is a lot. Also, that plane is, what is that? It's a 757-200. Number one, it looks like it's just filthy. So the Olympus livery that they have on that ain't great. Number two, it's almost too big for that stand. Just saying. That's almost, it's almost too big for that stand. So I don't know how I feel about that. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have some pretty big plans here, and I think we're going to have to be very patient. At least I'm going to have to be very patient between episodes. You guys will have the next episode in probably a day or two at most. So, that'll be my plan, is be very patient, let the game run, take care of it to make sure that, you know, it doesn't all die horrifically, and then, you know, we'll do good things is what we'll do. So, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. It's been my absolute pleasure as always, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.